Okay, so this is the vase that I'm using. I got this from IKEA the other day. I think it was $2, and it's a really nice shape. So the first thing I do is take off the stickers, try and get them all off in one go. That way you're not rubbing off the glue. There's one there, and there's one there. And I think one important step that I always do is to wipe it down with alcohol wipes before I start. It just seems to give a nice finish when there's nothing on it that can stop it pretty much sticking. So I'll just give it a rub over with the alcohol wipe. Make sure you get all the way around. Usually use 2 of them for something this size. Alright, so just keep continuing. And the alcohol dries really quickly, especially in this weather in Perth. Alrighty. So the other thing that I've been using, which is really cool, is it's called a Lazy Susan. It's a Betty Crocker, and I got it from the reject shop for $8. And as you can see, it turns. So when I've got pieces on there, it just it turns, and you can get easy access to it without actually touching the piece. So okay, so here we go. That there, so I'll just put the vase out the way for the moment. I think one of the things that I've been doing is not using enough boom, so trying to skimp on it. And I tried not to do that with the other vase I've just showed you. So I always start with white. I just like the effect it gives you. So I put a little bit of white in there, a little bit of gold, and a little bit of purple because I love the purple, but it overtakes the other colours. So I'm going to put a little bit more whites over the top. And I usually do this, probably do 2 layers on every piece that I do. A little bit of gold, and that gives you a nice like rings around the colour. I'll probably put a little bit of gold on the top once I've boomed it. Okay, so you can see how much I've used, around that much. So I'm just going to put the vase in here. I'm going to tip it up on the top and just let it run like you do with any other piece. Get it in the centre if I can. Let it rip, let it drip. It forms its own patterns if you let it sit a bit longer. I had to learn that because I'm not much of a person for patience, but let it sit as long as you're able to. And yeah, and then we'll go. So what I did with the other one, once it started to run, I just let a little bit out so it started to spread down the sides. There we go, I'll show you that, how it's coming down. And then I just move it to the next part and just push a little bit down there and so on until you get it started moving all the way around. Okay, so that's my first pour, and I'm just going to let it run. I think I'm going to do a little more, so I'm going to pour a bit more in the cup. Get some gold in there, get some purple in there, and then I'm just going to tip it on. Tip it central, so try and get it to even itself out. So as it gets fuller on the top, it will start pushing it down the sides. You can see it's starting to run a little bit better, so it's always better to have more than not enough because it's kind of frustrating. In this weather over in Perth today, it's about 30 degrees, so it dries really quickly. So that's my second little pour. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of gold randomly on the top in a few places and see how we go. You can see it's starting to run. Okay, I'm going to let it run for a little while and then I'll be back.